Today, we find out if you're a real Incredibles fan or a fake fan. We'll start with the easy questions and then they'll just get harder as we go. Are you up for the challenge? Let's begin. Who is Buddy Pine, better known as? Syndrome.
I'm Syndrome, your nemesis at it.
If you would have said Incrediboy, well, you'd be wrong because they are not affiliated.
You're not affiliated with me.
Who is Violet's crush? Tony Ridinger.
Tony Ridinger.
Shut up!
Where was Mr. Incredible headed when he was stopped by an old woman asking to save her cat? His wedding. Did those feel a little too easy? Incredible! You'll want to earn as many popcorn points as you can. What villain appeared at the very beginning of The Incredibles 2? The Underminer. Since the first movie left off with him, the second movie picked up at the exact point where we last saw the Parr family. Where does Bob Parr work as a civilian? Insuricare.
Tell me how you're keeping Insuricare in the black.
Where does Edna Mode say she's been doing a show? Milan.
Milan, darling, Milan.
Alright, did you get any of those wrong in the easy round? If so, don't worry, I've got a bonus question that'll give you a strong chance at an extra point at the end. What are the robots that Syndrome has attack both Mr. Incredible and Metroville called? Don't answer yet. Save it until the end. You might need that bonus point to win. We are now entering the medium questions. Here we go. What is Mr. Incredible's biggest complaint? He wishes the world would stay saved.
Sometimes I just want it to stay saved, you know.
Who is thought to be the main villain in The Incredibles 2? Screenslaver. Where did Bob take the kids out to eat once he found out that Violet's crush worked there? The Happy Platter. Now, I hope you're prepared because things are about to get even harder. How does Helen find Bob on the remote island? Through a homing device installed into his suit by Edna. What is the true identity of the Screenslaver? Evelyn Dever. What hotel do the Parrs seek refuge in? The Safari Court Hotel. This is actually based off a real famous hotel, the Safari Inn, where many of the Pixar people would stay when they visited Disney Studios in Burbank. What is the name of the government agency that oversees and regulates the superheroes? The National Supers Agency, or NSA. What book does Bob read to Jack Jack night after night while Helen is away for work? The Doozles are dozing. Things are about to get incredibly tense because it's time for the hard questions. Showtime. What is the name of Syndrome's island? Nomanasan.
Currently 78 degrees in Nomanasan.
What was the original title of the film? The Invincibles. What leaves Frozone powerless? Dehydration.
It means it's hot, and I'm dehydrated, Bob.
The villain Bon Voyage appears in what other Disney Pixar film? Ratatouille. You can spot him performing his mime routine on the street. So, was this before The Incredibles? Every Pixar movie features the classic Pizza Planet truck. Where do we see it in this film? We can't. It's a trick question. This is the only Pixar movie that does not include the iconic truck from Toy Story. Many people count on seeing it in each film, but for some reason, it was left out of this one. Final question. Who does Elastigirl save from the helicopter crash? The Ambassador. Phew, we made it! And finally, here's the answer to the bonus question. What are the robots that Syndrome has attack both Mr. Incredible and Metroville called? Omnidroids. If you love Disney movies like me and sometimes have trouble falling asleep, you gotta check out Mrs. Honeybee on YouTube. Mrs. Honeybee turns my favorite movies into bedtime stories. It makes me so happy, but I'm warning you, don't listen unless you want to fall asleep.